Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima 9 Ascension. And when last we left off, we found so many little places around you that we got distracted from going to the town itself. We found a fortress that was being held by brigand archers. We found this goblin capable of firing fireballs at us. And we found many abandoned, quiet little places off the beaten track. Now it's time to make our way back to you, and use this handy-dandy sign to help us. And there are some goblins just... Oh, one of them's decided to have at thee with me. That was really not a smart plan. I'm just here to check the sign. Apparently we need to go that way to you. And are you going to decide to have at thee with me? It doesn't look like you are. Fair enough. So, let us make our way this way and follow the sign. So we're going to go this way and see where it takes us. Probably to places that we've been before. Yeah, this looks quite familiar. This is where the spiders were. So that little area was somewhere I just managed to avoid completely en route to you. Interesting. And this leads me back to this person here. Marvellous. So we don't have far to go. Do you have anything different to say this time?
What a beautiful day. I love the smell of the sea air.
We are quite close to the sea, though I doubt you can smell it that well. And there is a building up here. You know, I'm curious. I want to see if we can get to that building. We've explored loads of other places. Let's go up here and see what we can find. The answer is... a giant spider! Okay, not quite what I wanted to find here. I would have preferred to have found goodies, but spider. Okay, fair enough. So let's go down here, and there's another building over here with more spiders. Oh boy, said nobody ever at the spiders. Now you're going to fire that web and then proceed to do nothing. Okay, you probably should have actually charged forward and tried to hit me. Also, I like that the thing for gold there is so flat that you can just see the flat part falling when it doesn't land immediately on the ground. Is there anything in here at all that's worth getting? No! Just lots of spider webs and combat I would have preferred not to have had, but there we go. Greetings! You appear to be stuck. I wish you luck in getting out of there. I really do. Now let's go back past here and see just what enemies respawn. The crab is now there. This is the crab's tent now. And you're back. And you take a fair few hits. Actually, you take a variable number of hits, because sometimes you're taken out in one hit, sometimes you're taken out in many. Also, the amount of damage you dealt me, minuscule. Let's go back round here. We're nearly up to 10,000 gold, by the way. Nearly. And let's actually go and check out you. I'm curious about one thing. Did the giant respawn? I doubt it somehow. Yeah, the giant didn't respawn, so that was a significant threat that we just killed by taking advantage of the enemy getting stuck. Right, we're going to save, and then we're going to go properly into you and deal with this archer, because this archer is still going to cause me a problem. Weave. You're going to run into some trees, and then we're going to kill you. You really should deal with the whole bandit problem you have within your town. It's a very nicely designed town, though. Let's talk to you two.
That pirate wench was arrested for murder. What is the evidence? I don't really know, but you can rest assured that if she was accused, then she's guilty.
I wonder if they'll hang her or burn her at the stake.
Oh, I think that they should burn her. That's what a murderer deserves. Burning.
So there's actually no evidence. Why does that not surprise me?
Hello there. Have you come to see the trial?
Before we ask about the trial, let's introduce ourselves. It's only polite.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Avatar. What are your names?
I'm Teresa, and this is Elena.
It's very nice to meet you, Avatar.
Are you really the Avatar?
Oh, you had better be. If you're not, and you go around telling people you're the Avatar, you could wind up joining that pirate girl Robbie on the stake.
Her name is Rebecca, dear, and I hope that they hang her.
Whatever. The point is that he'd better be telling the truth.
Oh yes, that's absolutely right.
I am telling the truth.
What trial are you talking about?
Oh, they're going to try that pirate wench Robbie for murder!
Her name's not Robbie, it's Rebecca.
No, it's Robbie. Rebecca is the woman that was on trial last week.
No, her name was Claire.
There are a lot of trials going on here.
When is the trial?
Later today, and you can bet that I'll be there. I love to see justice served. Oh, I hope they burn her.
Why do you want her to get burned? It's so ghastly. I'd rather see a good hanging.
Hanging? Ha! Hanging is too humane for someone like that. One quick snap and it's over. With a burning, the convict gets to suffer for a while.
Personally, I think neither's a good idea, especially considering that it seems like you're just having trials for the sake of having trials. I mean, what evidence is there for murder here?
Excuse me, ladies, but I must leave now.
Oh, goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
After all, Raven was with us, so when did she have time to do this supposed crime? Right, let's start Ooh, looks like there's a bowyer here. Also, this place is a little difficult to navigate. I do like the music though, even though it does have that sinister... Also, book on the ground. Book we can't interact with. Okay, it is the mysterious floor book of Flory. What's in here? Ooh, things that we may find useful, like an arrow. Let's take that, and then read this book. Heal Potion Yellow. The ancients wrote about the regenerative properties of ginseng, which can also be used to create healing potions. We've read that before. These arrows, not surprising that they have lots of arrows here. You were pretty well known for their archery. I'll get that, and we'll talk to...
Hello, stranger.
Greetings. We'll talk to you after, of course. You don't mind if I grab all of these, do you? What's this do? Oh, it moves the target. I thought it would open up some sort of super secret place full of loot. Nope, instead, just gonna grab all of these. This person really doesn't mind, so it must be okay. Then we'll talk. Hopefully you have things to sell me. Wouldn't mind getting a better bow. I mean, the bow I have is pretty good, but you can always get better. Grab this, grab that. There's an arrow over here. Somebody, while aiming, hit the tree. Now let's say hello. There's a bow there if I wanted one.
Hello, stranger.
Hello again. Let's say hi. Oh, you're now there.
Hello, stranger.
Hello again.
Look, if you've come to buy a bow, I can assure you that they will work well. Please don't listen to what's being said about my products.
What's being said about your products?
What's being said about your products?
Oh, lately people have charged me for misinterpretation, claiming that my archery tackle is defective because they can't hit the targets. I swear, I test everything and make sure they work. Now I'm being dragged into court because someone else can't hit the broadside of the courthouse. People in this town are going crazy over court cases. Look at what's going on with this murder trial. And then there's all of the lawsuits. People are getting thrown into jail left and right over frivolous lawsuits. In order to keep things from happening anymore, I now offer training to people who want to improve their archery skills.
Ooh, training. I'm going to ask about the testing first.
So you test all of your products?
Yes, of course. You may test them if you'd like. Feel free to go to the back and take a few shots.
Okay. Let's ask your name, actually. I haven't got round to that yet.
Hello. What is your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Raleigh. I'm the boy hearing you. Well, I'm the boy for now, anyway.
Let's ask about Boya for now. I think this will lead to some recycled dialogue, but we'll ask.
What do you mean you're the boyer for now?
With all of the lawsuits and what's being said about my products, business hasn't been very good. If I don't wind up in jail, I'll probably leave here soon and go to Britain. So, if you'd like to buy something, you should do so now.
I probably will.
I would like to make a purchase.
Excellent. What would you like to buy?
What have you got? A target bow and a longbow. And arrows. I'll buy a couple of arrows. Why not? Help you out with your business. I believe we have a longbow, don't we? Yes, we do. So we have the best bow that we can get right now, and I've just noticed an arrow that I've missed. I want to ask about that training, though. That sounds like it will be useful.
Look, if you've come to buy a bow, I can assure...
Let's ask about your products.
What's being said?
Oh, I swear... Now I'm people in this... And then there's... In order to keep things...
Interesting camera angle. Let's ask about that training.
You can train people?
Yes, I can and do. I can teach you my flaming arrow shot for a mere 2,000 gold. Are you interested in some training?
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Yes, I am.
Very well. That would be 2,000 gold. All right then. Let's go out back so we can practice a bit. Very good. Very good indeed. You keep working on that and you'll be shooting birds on the fly.
And there's our helmet again.
Very good. Very good indeed. You keep working on that and you'll be shooting birds on the fly.
Marvelous. We're 2,000 gold poorer, but we have a new technique, and that's always good.
Look, if you've come...
And there's still some dialogue we want.
What's...
Oh, now people... And then there's... In order to...
Let's ask about this murder trial.
What about the murder trial?
Everyone is going nuts over this Raven woman, who supposedly murdered all of the gargoyles, and they don't have any proof. She's going to be found guilty, and it's a real shame because I don't think that she did it.
She definitely didn't do it.
You don't think that Raven's guilty?
No, of course not. I tell you who probably did it. One of those lousy mages in Moonglow. They're all deceitful liars, and you can't trust any of them. They're the ones who ought to burn in this trial, not that Raven girl.
They didn't do it either.
Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.
So long. Thank you very much for the training, though. Greatly appreciate it. Now let us go and buy more things, because there are quite a few stores here. And to get to them, we have to head up into the trees. Like so. There's you two. Ah, we seem to have found a library of sorts. Please return all the books to their proper shelves when you're through with them. Clearly someone hasn't. The First Age of Darkness. Early in the reign of Lord British, there came onto the land of Britannia a powerful wizard named Mundane. He brang forth many creatures of great evil, using the power of his magic to control them, and there was a great suffering throughout the land. It was in these days that the Avatar first came onto our realm to vanquish Mundane and liberate our people. He also became a space ace. Vortex Cube. Using the power of this cube, the gargoyles were able to bring the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom to their land. It was later used by the Avatar to return the Codex to the ethereal void and allow both humans and gargoyles to share in its wisdom. Yes, indeed. There are also more books here. The Second Age of Darkness. After Mundane's passing, Minax the Enchantress brought forth terrors to menace the populace. She had been apprenticed to Mundane, perhaps more than that, if the moaning and wailing that echoed through the halls outside their shared bedchamber bore any meaning. She established a reign of death and destruction, her magic fueled by the strength of her passion. Again, it was only the return of the Avatar that put an end to the oppression. Minax was vanquished, as Mundane before her. There was also time travel! And going into space! The Third Age of Darkness. Once Minax was gone, peace reigned for 20 years, and then the last of Mondane's legacy became known, for he and Minax had together produced an unholy creation known only as Exodus. For many years it had stayed hidden, patiently gathering information to heighten its power. Finally, it chose to exploit the results of its diligence. Creating a mighty castle to reside in, Exodus brought forth a third plague of monsters, and nowhere in Britannia was safe from its relentless evil. You mean Caesarea, right? Because it wasn't Britannia back then, it was Caesarea. This was the greatest challenge yet for our hero from another world, yet once again the Avatar proved triumphant, and with the defeat of Exodus, a new era of prosperity began. And also lots of destruction as the world was transformed into Britannia, but more tragically, the loss of the Bobbits. Everyone mourns the loss of the Bobbits. There's another sign there. The significance of the number 8 in current society. A dissertation by Sir Perky. We can find great significance to the number 8 in the modern era. This is illustrated in the following examples. There are 8 virtues, each with their corresponding city. There are 8 dungeons, each associated with a city. There are 8 traditional companions of the Avatar, each hailing from a different city. That's a lot of correlation with the number 8. And this... ooh, there are loads of books here! Encyclopedia Britannia, Volume 5, V to Z. Here is another volume in a long series of books detailing every known geographical location and historical personage. This tome covers Vargas, contemporary storyteller and compiler of legendary parables, through Zayand, a prehistoric island. Look at all the stuff here! Encyclopedia Britannica, Volume 2, F to L. Oh, looks like it might all be here. Here is another volume in a long series of books detailing every known geographical location and historical personage. This work covers Falga, the ancient sage of reptiles, through Lyceum, the renowned library that is now a part of Moonglow. Then there is Volume 1, A to E. Another volume in the long series of books detailing every known geographical location and historical personage. This work covers Akara, the first mayor of Trinsic, through Exodus, the vile offspring of Mondane and Minax. I'll give them one thing, this is very, very comprehensive. Here's Volume 3, M to P. This tome covers Kanos, a historical tower in ancient U, through Pusmoran, the originator of the rarely used fourth-person point of view. We've seen that one already. What about this one? We've read this one already. Okay. This is... we've read this one too. That one we've read. I like that the game remembers that you've read certain books. And that one we've read. And that one just has a blank page. I think out of all the books, this one is the most comprehensive and awesome. Clearly this is the book that the Avatar read to train up his intelligence in Ultima 8. Is there anything in this book? I'm curious. I'm just going to flick through for a bit. And this is when it goes, if you've flicked this far, you've wasted a lot of time. It very well could do this. You know what? There's nothing in this book. There's nothing in that book at all. Half tempted to take it. Can we take it? Yep. Taking that one. The First Age of Darkness. We've already read that book. Then there's the Second Age. The Third Age. What about this book? Yeah, we've read that one. Fighting with a bow can be difficult at first, but the auto-targeting ability makes it much easier to target moving creatures. Press the T key to target the nearest opponent. Press the N key to cycle through all nearby opponents. The auto-target will be disabled when you put away your weapon. Didn't actually know that. We've read that one. Bow Marksmanship. There is Zen shooting well, become one with your bow, clear your mind of all thoughts save that of flying with the arrow to strike the target, and you will not miss. YOLO would certainly know. Read that book. And that book. We've read that one. Very brief read. Oh look, it's another copy of the Avatar Training Manual. Available at all good booksellers. Warriors of Destiny. After a shining example set by the Avatar, Britannia seemed all set to enter a golden age of peace and plenty, and then a great tragedy took place. Lord British, the beloved ruler who united the land of Britannia and saw it through some of the hardest times in its history, was lost. He had gone on an expedition to explore the newly discovered underworld and never returned. Many thought him dead. Lord Blackthorn took control in his absence, declaring martial law to maintain order. It was also around this time that the 3 Shadow Lords appeared at Stonegate. They were powerful evil creatures who could warp the minds of men and turn them away from the 3 principles. 'Tis said they could draw on the power of the Vortex to transport themselves instantly anywhere in the realm. It was a dark time. The Avatar was summoned back to Britannia and ultimately managed to rescue Lord British before the collapse of the underworld, restoring him to his rightful place on the throne. Indeed we did! And so, when we come back, folks, this didn't actually lead me to any of these places. We're going to have to go to the other set of stairs. And I think here will lead us to them. If that is, we can get up. Nope. Alright, we just need to get a good vantage point. There's actually probably the best place to cross. Let's cross over here. Not quite what I wanted to have happen, game. I wanted to jump forwards, not backwards. Either way, we can go this way to get to there. Brilliant. And when we come back, folks, more exploring you. And maybe we'll find someone who'll buy all these rubies off us. Hopefully somebody who's not going to throw us in jail for selling rubies without a ruby selling license. I hope we don't need one of those. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.